What's going on, everybody? If you guys are having a good Sunday, May 28th, 2023 MOD, back with another one of my nighttime mobile walk and talk videos. I hope you enjoyed the Tibor Hanye interview of Cryptworm. I told you guys that was happening. Next interview is in 1 month from today, actually, with Philip Fasciana of Malevolent Creation. That's going to be a real good one. I was just spending some time with the mom. Moms are important, guys. Going home now, or actually I'm going to be heading out for a walk, go do some meditation, some earthing, grounding with the earth, very, very important. So I actually was watching Max Igan today. If you guys don't know who Max Igan is, well, research him and figure it out. Okay, he's one of the people who has been talking about the events unfolding in the world for a very, very long time. Actually back since, I'd say 2008, sometime around 2007, 2008, between 2007 and 2009. And when you look at where we're at right now, as a race, as a species, as a consciousness whole, there is a lot of spiritually bankrupt people inhabiting this earth right now. And there's like this fear going around of being authentic and standing in your truth and being real and being honest. And there was a study done by the guys at MIT University. It's a really cool study they did about humans vibrate at their highest frequency when they're authentic and truthful and they believe and mean what they say. And that applies to exactly this fucking channel. It applies to me, it applies to all of you out there who love this content. And there are certain things I can't talk about on an open platform like this that I wish I could. I wish I could talk to you guys about everything that I've come to learn in the last 20 years of being on this earth. You know, 20 years from, well, actually it was more than that because I'm 42, so I've been going down rabbit holes since I was about 16, 17 years old. But even as a kid, I had these inklings, I had this instinct that something was very, very wrong in the world, and I wanted to find out what it was. And I knew that things were set up to favor the elite, to favor the rich elites. I knew that everything was skewed. Even as a young age, I knew that there was a lot of things that were put into place to favor those with trillions of dollars and various super states and control methods and control grids and central monopolized forces and things of that nature. So we're at a very, very, very pivotal time, guys, because not only are they trying to bring about a global digital slave system, but they're trying to bring about an entire totalitarian sci-fi control grid. Okay, so you got to ask yourself right now. I apologize for the dog. Nothing I can do. People have dogs. It's getting to the point where we have a very, very, very good opportunity right now to change things, to alter the course of history, because we're going to get through this. Now, I know some people are going to say whatever, have these doom and gloom, black pill perceptions on what's going on. And I've had a little bit of that during the last 3 years, but I've also had a lot of white pill moments where I realized that it had to be this way. Because the only way humans were really going to break the chains of enslavement were if they were being forced into a corner where they, were going to have everything taken away from them, their way of life, their children's lives, which is, children are under attack right now as well. If you don't believe that, you're a fucking retard. I mean, just look at the sick things that they're teaching kids in school, and all this pride nonsense and this inclusivity and the all the stuff going on with kids. It's absolutely fucking spiritually bankrupt. And you know, I just want to thank everybody who watches the channel. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the content, however you choose to support. And if you're a channel member, thank you very much. Aaron rejoined recently. Just want to thank him for so I want to thank Aaron for rejoining the channel. And like I said, man, we're at a very pivotal time right now. And Max Igan was talking about trolls and naysayers, and he's thankful for them too, because that means he's hitting the right notes. He's speaking the right truth if it makes people upset or uncomfortable. Well, I just want to say that I have that same sentiment. We're at a time now where you either wake up to what's happening, or your head is going to be so far up your ass that you're not going to know north from south or east from west. And it's going to take, I think it's going to take a lot of people getting to the point where, well, here's another thing. We're going to see a lot of death in the next, I'd say, between 24 to 36 months. We're going to see a lot of people dying from the procedures, and it's not going to be pretty, man. It's not going to be pretty at all. But I think that's going to wake a lot of people up, a lot more people up to what's really happening. And I do believe that there is a reason that we came here, and there's a reason that I'm here. There's a reason that more and more people, a lot of people like me and like Max Igan and other truthers and light workers are here, and that is to change the course of human history and human events. And I believe that's why I'm here. I know I have the power to do it, and I am not afraid of this sick, twisted agenda, because I know it's doomed to fail. It goes against everything reality is. It goes against every moral fabric of the human spirit to be free. And it has to fail. It has no chance of success at all. I mean, they can cause problems on the way down and on the way out, and ultimately they will. But I got my own food source. I'm growing my own food. I have gardens over here near my house, and I have access to my own water supply. I know where to get fresh spring water. I'm growing my own food, and I'm also going to be doing more preserves this year, and I'm going to be going to more farmers markets. And I'll tell you this, any store that stops accepting cash, if it's grocery related or whatever, you won't be getting my business. And I think that's going to fail miserably too, because the minute that if businesses just go cashless, then people are really going to start waking up even more than they already are. It's going to accelerate the opposite of what these power hungry psychos want. So everything that they're doing is going to cause the opposite effect. And when all this first started in 2020, it was really, really difficult for me to have faith in humanity. And I was really, really fucking worried that, a lot of really bad shit was going to happen to me because of everyone's compliance with the fucking insanity. But I stood in my square, and I stood in my truth. And I was good. And I'm not talking about the bullshit that the media was pushing. I'm not talking about the great narrative. I wasn't scared of that. I was afraid that because of people's compliance, that, the global tyranny was going to fucking steamroll me, and it didn't, because I stood up to it. I thought that really, I really literally thought people were going to be dragged into the streets, and the medical procedures were going to be literally forced upon them, not just mandated, which was another crime against humanity. So there is a lot of people waking up to what's going on, and it's great to see. But what's even more great is the fact that, you know, this doesn't start at the high level. All you have to do is organize your local communities and your local councils, because they're the ones who impose this. It's not your high levels of government that impose tyranny. They are contracted. I mean, the governments, the high up governments, are contracted through the liaison process of your local councils, right? So all they are is liaisons. Now, the problem with that is most people believe in these high echelons, and they think we have to go to the high echelons to stop this. No, we don't. It starts right here in your community. Because the minute you get enough people on your side in your local community, that's where you really begin to make a fucking difference, and that's where you really begin to facilitate change and the process of getting us back from so many mistakes that we've been making. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video here for you tonight, guys. Some food for thought. Be authentic, be yourself, be real, and you can't fail. Nothing can stop you. And you vibrate at the highest frequency when you're your real authentic self. So quit worrying about what people think of you, because it doesn't fucking matter. Peace.